Hi everybody and welcome to World Book Day for 2021. We've got lots of different activities for you to do, so enjoy doing those today. There are also lots of films for you to see of people that you recognise from school and from the world of television and sport, all giving you their own story about reading and the benefits and the enjoyment that it's brought them. There's also a number of them who will say that they found reading difficult, particularly when they were younger. And that's a really important message as well, because it's not something that's straightforward, but it is something that is really important to do as best as we can, because it'll have a huge benefit for your life if you can actually read well. In my own life, it's made a difference to me in school because it allowed me to progress and get qualifications. In my job now, like all the other staff, we're having to read all the time to learn new things, to understand things, so that we can make the right choices and decisions that make things better for us, for the school, make things more successful. As important in all of that really is the ability to read so that you can relax and enjoy. And whether it's a story about a future time or a different place, learning about a place you're going to go on holidays, learning about a place you're going to visit, reading about the interesting things which other people have done, perhaps learning from the mistakes that they've made as well, and also learning from skills and hobbies and learning new ideas that can make your life better and more interesting as well. Things as well then that you can discuss with friends. So the number of benefits to reading go on and on and on. Today is World Book Day. Today, if you do nothing else, find time to start reading, pick up a book, get stuck into it, enjoy it, persevere with it, and I trust it'll make a massive difference to you and you'll read for the rest of your life. Take care everybody, enjoy.
Hi all, hope everyone's safe and well. It's Mr. Ali here, happy World Book Day. Obviously reading is really important for your education and your learning and things like that, but on the other side of things as well, it can help you relax, it can help you kind of escape the sort of day-to-day busyness of the real world, and you get lost in a good book. You know, it can be really kind of therapeutic. For me, I really like reading autobiographies. I like to sort of look at people's lives and how they've got to where they are today. And one of my favourite books is Muhammad Ali. He's a real hero of mine. As you can see, I've got a bit of a frame with him as well in the living room there. So yeah, it's really interesting to see how he grew up and how he got to being, you know, the legend that he is today. So that's my story and how much I love reading. So hopefully you enjoy it too. Take care, guys. Bye.
Hello everyone, this is Oliver here. Obviously you all know me, Deputy Head Teacher in Pontypridd High School. Obviously it's World Book Day today. I've always loved reading. As a child I read a lot. I loved Roald Dahl growing up and always read them. As an adult, I wish I had more time to read actually, because I really do enjoy it. And for me, reading is a time to relax and unwind, especially when I'm on holidays or during the summer. I love nothing more than sitting down with a really good book. I like reading a lot of different things. I do like reading autobiographies and biographies, but I read a wide variety, so I wouldn't say there's a particular favourite. But I do have one particular favourite book. I did really enjoy the Martin Johnson autobiography. I loved that one. I read that one. But when I was on honeymoon, I read a book called I Let You Go by Claire Mackintosh, and that was a recommendation from Mrs. Rees. I think she actually read it on her honeymoon, and I've got to say, I read the whole book in one day. I was completely engrossed. So please get reading. It's World Book Day. And the idea today is get everyone reading as much as possible. So get Ponty reading.
Hi everyone, Mrs. Dover here. You obviously all know me as Deputy Head Teacher at Pontypridd High. I've always loved reading and I've always read a lot growing up. For me, reading is a huge part of learning. And when I think back over my time in school and university and even now as an adult, I've learned so much through reading various different books. I think it's also a great way to relax and to escape and to unwind, and it can really help to develop your skills, including your concentration, your writing, your spelling, your punctuation, and so on. So investing time in reading is an absolutely fantastic thing to do. Growing up, my favourite book, and probably my favourite book of all time, was Little Women. I think because it is about growing up and about the relationship between young sisters and young women growing into adults, and it's one that's always stuck with me. Now as an adult, I still read a lot. My favourite kinds of books to read now would be sort of murder mysteries or crime.
Hello everybody, Mrs. Enos here. I hope that you're okay. Happy World Book Day. When it comes to reading's something I've always enjoyed. When I was younger, I used to love reading books by Jacqueline Wilson, and then I loved the Harry Potter series when that came out. When it comes to a favourite book, I don't have a favourite. I like lots and lots of books that I've read, but I do like them to have a happy ending. In the last couple of years, the best book that I have read by far is The Testaments by Margaret Atwood, which is a sequel to The Handmaid's Tale, which I enjoyed as well. When I was in Year 6, our Year 6 teacher gave us a piece of advice about reading, and she said, the more you read, the more you know, which is something that has always stuck with me and always will.
Rydw i'n caru darllen. I love reading. When I was younger, I couldn't wait to get to the library every Friday after school to choose a new book. As a child, my favourite books were the Mallory Towers collection by Enid Blyton. My own children have also had lots of pleasure from these books. They've also liked Harry Potter and David Walliams and lots of other stories. Now I am old or older. I like to read thrillers and suspense novels. I also like magazines such as Take a Break or OK magazine. At the moment, I am reading Lady of Hay by Barbara Erskine, which is all about a journalist called Jo who goes on a journey into her past life, and therefore there are two separate stories going on with the same characters. Keep reading, it's important.
Happy World Book Day. I really enjoy reading historical fiction. Obviously, I'm a big fan of history, and I like reading about things in time periods that I'm really familiar with. But I also love scary crime thrillers, really enjoy them. My favourite series of books over the last few years have been the Cormoran Strike novels, written by J.K. Rowling, but under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith. They've been made into a TV show as well for the BBC, and it's really exciting, they're really good. I'm currently reading a book called Blood and Sugar by Laura Shepherd Robinson, and that combines my favourite two genres. It's historical fiction, but it's also a murder mystery. It's a bit of a crime thriller. So I'm really enjoying that, set in the 18th century, and it's about a murder during the transatlantic slave trade when lots of people were fighting for the abolition of slavery. So that's really good. I find that reading really helps me de-stress in the evenings, and I find reading before bed really helps me to nod off, not because it's boring, but because it gives me a chance to sort of detox from being on a screen all day. My reading has certainly changed and developed over the years. I found last term, when we were in school from September onwards, I was listening to a lot of audiobooks and audio stories in the car because I wasn't allowed to car share with Miss Jones anymore because of COVID rules, obviously. So I found I was a bit lonely in the car, so I put on some audiobooks to keep me company there. So certainly reading is something that I have always enjoyed, but it does change, and my kind of favourite genres do change from time to time as well. And it's always good to try reading new things. Okay, so have a lovely World Book Day. Enjoy, settle down with a nice story. Bye.
Happy World Book Day, everybody. I hope you have a lovely day today and get involved in all the activities that we've got planned for you. So why is reading important then? Obviously, as an English teacher, I think reading is incredibly important. And the more you read, the better you write, the better you speak, okay? So the better your communication skills are as well. All three of them are very much linked. It doesn't matter what you read, whether you read non-fiction, fiction, whatever it is that interests you, find a genre that you like and just read as much as you can. That's my message today, okay? Everything improves when you read, and you're better equipped for what life has to throw at you, basically. So what was my favourite book then growing up? As an English student doing my A-levels, I studied Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. Love this book, love the characters, the themes, the plot. Yeah, it's a book that I just come back to again and again. In the last year in lockdown, reading is something that I've done much more of, obviously, having a bit more time, bought myself a Kindle, and they've even read this one again over the last year. So yeah, just find a genre that you like I said, and just read as much as you can, okay? Have a lovely...
Hi all. There's nothing more than I like reading a story that keeps me guessing right until the end. And the story I'm currently reading is...
Elf Chase.
Elf Chase?
Yeah.
Is that your favourite?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Roman. I personally feel that reading is an excellent way to exercise your brain. Since reading more, I have also found that I have vastly improved my vocabulary, concentration and imagination. My favourite genre is fiction, and my favourite novel currently is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. It's a sweeping tale about two sisters and their very controlling father and the kingdom that they live in. It's a brilliant novel that teaches us about many aspects of life, such as relationships and families, and I highly suggest you all take a look.
Shemai everyone, Mr. Astley here. Happy World Book Day to you all. I was looking on my Kindle earlier, and over the last 12 months since the first lockdown, I've read 14 different books, a range of books. I've got a little soft spot for John Grisham novels, so I've read his latest, the follow-up to A Time to Kill. I've also read a couple of sports autobiographies, and the latest book I'm reading is called Out of Thin Air, which follows Michael Crowley, who's the author, and he goes and lives with some Ethiopian runners for 18 months to sort of work out why they are so good. The beauty of a book like this, I think, is the author puts years and years of their experiences, their lives, their passion and knowledge into a few hundred pages, and then we get to take all that enjoyment and knowledge when we read them ourselves. I also read with my daughter every night, and her favourite book at the moment is Stickman by Julia Donaldson. Anyway, have fun reading, and hopefully see you all soon.
Hi all, Mr. London here. I just want to take a couple of moments just to explain to you my thoughts on reading. Now, it doesn't matter what you read, okay, whether that could be a book, it could be a magazine, it could be a Kindle, okay, but reading is really, really important. Whatever you want to do with your life or your career, okay, reading is fundamental to that, and it will help you with whatever you want to do. At the moment, I'm really enjoying the Jack Reacher series by Lee Child, and I like to kind of read as much of that as I can each week. So whatever you want to do, I just encourage you to read as much as possible, because it's only going to help and benefit you.